our evening by welcoming our fifth graders.
Here comes
As they
Jayden.
come in, you can snap a few pictures if you like.
Mary, can I still see you? No, I want to see you. Okay, thank you. No, the last time the dog peed on Mom's jacket. And then the last time her pooped in her house. Then, yeah, let's keep the girls. If you mix white into lines, and then it turns to pink.
We're going to begin our program by watching right up here, and you will see your children playing the hand chimes. Mrs. Elliott, their music teacher, worked very hard with them to perform the hand chimes. She would have been here tonight, but she was a fifth grader who goes to another school, and tonight is his fifth grade on tonight. So we're going to watch them on the screen. A little emotional. It's because this is a hard night. It's a special night for your children, but it's a hard night for us because we know that our fifth graders are going to be moving on and leaving Brooklyn. And we become pretty attached to your children while they're here. So we want to welcome all of you. We want to welcome our students. We want to welcome parents, grandparents, and special friends that are here to share this special evening. I can't tell you how quickly, well maybe I can, because you're parents, how quickly time has passed. It seems like just yesterday that I stood up here and spoke to many of you about kindergarten and about starting that journey in school here at Brooklyn. And here we are in fifth grade, ready to move on to another journey. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to move on to middle school. Many of you remember that first day when you brought them? That very first day, maybe it was a little anxious. Maybe they were a little nervous. Maybe you were a little nervous about dropping them off. But it all worked out. And here they are. And you see how beautiful they play? They're just such a good group of students. And we've enjoyed them so much. Our vision for our students, and I tell them this often on the announcements, is that every day they learn as much as they can so that they can walk out at the end of the day and feel good about the day they've had here, and that they learn enough each year to continue on in their journey, in their education journey. Some of you may even have seniors in high school, and we want them to be able to go across the stage at graduation and walk off ready to chase their dreams. That's our vision for all of our students. And they've worked hard this year. They've learned new standards. They've learned a new way of math and done quite well, I will tell you. Many of you have seen some of the papers that have come home. And I can tell you, sometimes I go into the classroom and I check carefully to make sure I'm showing them the right way to do it. Because it is a little different, a different approach. But they've done well. They've worked hard and learned some new things in math this year. They have read novel after novel after novel, and that's one of my favorite times to visit them, is when they're reading on their own, reading for enjoyment. I go in, and it makes me so happy. They're quiet, and they're reading, and I'll stop by them and talk about the book that they're reading. It's just so much fun to see them enjoying a book and reading new things, and they are good readers, every one of them. So that's another big part of what we've been doing. Again, our vision is that each day they learn as much as they can so that they're prepared. And not only have they learned about reading and writing and math and social studies and science, but we also talk a lot about showing good character and making good choices. And if you ask any of them, every morning in the announcements, I talk about that as well. And I talk about making good choices and continuing to make those good choices all the way through their lives. And so we talk about demonstrating great character and how character counts even when no one's watching. So tonight we're not only here to recognize our students, but we recognize you as parents. Because without you, they wouldn't be where they are. And your support and supporting them every day and helping them every day is so important, and it's helped them be successful. Keeping high expectations is so important for your children, and I encourage you to continue that. You know, when they go to middle school, it's a little different. Some of you had middle school students already. It's a little more difficult to stay connected. Here you live close to us, and so it's easy to come down the street or to give us a call. But middle school's a little bigger, but I encourage you to stay connected with them, to call their teachers if you need to ask questions, to visit. You know, I've had a son who's gone through all of these years. As he got older, he wasn't as eager to see his mom on the doorstep of the school, I will tell you. But it's okay. It's okay. I want you to stay involved. That's very, very important, even as your children get older. So we thank you. We thank you for your encouragement. They continue to need your love and your support, even as they go along in their school. We want to recognize our teachers. Mrs. Smith and Miss Riley have worked tirelessly, countless hours. They're two that are often here at the late hours of the night and here early in the morning, working and preparing lessons. And so they've been a big part, well, they've been a huge part of your years here at Brooklyn, as well as other teachers. And so now I'm talking to students. I told them this afternoon I was going to talk to them. I want you to remember us fondly. I want you to think about all the good things that have happened here in Brooklyn. Let's see, let's name a few. Bradford Woods, last fall. That was a great thing, in 5th grade. Some of you served on the green team. We started a recycling program, and that was a big deal. The academic teams, the math bowl, that we happened to win in our area. We came in first. Good job to them. And we came in 13th in the state as well, so we really did well in that bowl. Music programs. Basketball teams in 5th grade, they got to play here at our school, the boys did. We had a food drive committee in 5th grade. We had a toy drive committee. They organized it. They did all of the work and collected all the things. So they have worked hard, and I know you've enjoyed all those things. So I want you to remember those things about our school. I also want you to set your goals high. Think about what you want to do in your life. And set your goals high, because each of you is talented. I could sit here and name some of the talents that you have. And each of you is talented. And you can go far with those talents. So as you go into middle school, think about that. Work hard, study, do well, and you will be able to do whatever you want to do. Some of you may be musicians. Some of you may be doctors. Some of you may be veterinarians. Some of you may be a teacher. Whatever you decide to do, you can do it. We're convinced of that. Dream great things and work hard to reach those dreams. Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." The future belongs to you, to all of you. And I'm going to finish with just a poem for our 5th graders. If there was ever a time to dream big, this is it. The next part of your life's journey begins now. What do you want to be? Where do you want to go? How will you get there? Choose wisely. Make every day count, and remember that anything is possible. Believe in yourself and your dreams. With determination and the right tools, you can do great things. Use your education to open new doors. Let your instincts, your mind, and your heart guide you. Dream big, not necessarily for fame or fortune, but for something that makes a difference in your life and the lives of others. Something that tugs at your heart, inspires your imagination, and is worth your aspirations. Have fun, dig deep, stretch, and dream big. Tomorrow brings the start of something new and the hope of something great. Remember that you are unique in all the world. Your potential is unlimited. Dream big. Congratulations, and we wish you the very best that life has to offer. So I encourage you students to make good choices, to continue to think up wisely and make good choices as you go to middle school and then on to high school. We are here to recognize some students and some very important people, and we're going to start with some very important parents. So Ms. Riley and Mrs. Smith, if you want to come up.
Mark Philpott. Recognize him for his service to our students here at Brooklyn Elementary.
Actually, he needs a big round of applause because he actually spent the night, 2 nights and 3 days.
Yes. Congratulations to all these students. Good job. Next, we'd like to recognize our basketball players. Now, I don't have the coaches here because I believe the boys and the girls had a coach that wasn't a parent. Is that correct, if I'm not correct? Yeah, I think that's right. And I'm going to start with the girls, and we'll hold our applause until the end. In 5th grade, even though they play Lardies, they still play here at school and practice. Now, our girls actually played with Centerton, I believe. Is that correct? No. Green Township? No. Poston Road. How about that? There we go. Okay, so we'll clap for all of you at the end, and I'm going to give them a basketball medal. Madison Chapman. Callie Harris. Josie Lynn. Heidi Silver. And one other member of our basketball team, the girls' basketball team, was Shannon Burkett, and Shannon is not here this evening. So let's give these girls a round of applause. Ms. Riley's going to announce the boys' names for me so that I can pass out the medals. But before she does, let me tell you what kind of children we have here. Today, I was counting the medals and realized that I was one short. And so I thought, what am I going to do? You know, I'm one short. So I gathered the boys together out in the hallway, and without telling them that they were going to get a basketball medal, I said, I'm going to present you with something this evening, and here's the problem. I'm one short. And I explained the reason and told them how that came about. And I said, so I really need a volunteer that's willing to just be recognized but not get their medal. All 8 hands went up in the air. Everyone else was willing to do that. But the good news is, we got the extra medal.
Okay, would the basketball boys please come forward? Tanner Garatas, Dave Middleton, Josh Edson, Jared Austin, Sean Ferguson, Sean Stanley's not here tonight, Drew Fields, and Solomon Helms.
Okay, we have one more, sorry. Jordan Cook. There. He was not in the yearbook picture. That's what Miss Ryman is going by. Okay, good job, boys. You can sit down.
Okay, we're going to start with the academic awards now, and we'll begin with students who are recognized by Mrs. Putt for outstanding achievement in art. So when these students come forward, please. Cheyenne Taylor is not here tonight. Madison Chapman and Sean Ferguson. Raylan Hunter. Heidi Silver and
Michaela Chilcote.
I'm not here.
Okay, next we're going to recognize outstanding reading achievement. And the following students, come forward please. Tanner Veritas, Tiffany Miller, Heidi Silver,
Jay Davis and Brian Taylor.
Hey, let's give them a round of applause.
Okay, the next awards are also presented for reading, but in this actually in connection, these are awards for the I Love to Read Challenge, which is sponsored by Bush Television and our governor and First Lady. So we want to present these awards to Jake Davis, Drew Fields, Lady Trent, and Shannon Burkett, who is not here.
and also Dalton Riddle, Heidi Silver, and Tanner Veritas.
Okay, the next set of reading awards are the Nifty 50 Awards, and these are presented to fifth graders who accumulate, who achieve 50 accelerated reader points from the beginning of fifth grade. So we have several of those. Again, a large group. I was very impressed. Drew Fields, Jay Davis, Jordan Cook, Brian Taylor, Cheyenne Taylor, who is not here, Josh Edson, Riley Smith, Josie Lynn, Madison Chapman, Sean Stanley, who is not here, Sean Ferguson, and Gabe Middleton.
Let's give Miss Riley's class.
All right, the Nifty 50 Award for my class would be Heidi Silver, Tanner Veritas, Callie Harris, Tiffany Miller, Bradley Martin, Jared Austin, Madison Huntley, Michaela Chilcote, Nicholas Holmes, Noah Klein, Haley Gibson, and Jayden Knuckles. All right, round of applause. students know that they can take what are called AR quizzes on the computer. They read books and take quizzes. And we want to present an extra special award here to a 5th grade student who is not only one of the top, well, is the top AR person in his class, he's also the top AR student in the school. And he keeps me busy because they get rewards for different levels. And I run out of rewards for him. So we want to say congratulations to Tanner Garrett-Foss for earning 4 years in 71 points.
We'd also like to recognize Heidi Silver. She has earned 458 points.
Andrew Fields has earned 281 points. Brian Taylor has earned 276 points.
These are some really good readers, along with all the readers in your class.
Okay, next we'd like to recognize students for outstanding achievement in language. And the first person is Bradley Martin. And Tanner Garrett-Foss.
Jay Davis and Josie Lynn. Next, we want to recognize a group of students who took over a responsibility this year that we haven't had before. And I'm sure you've all noticed the Abitibi paper recycling bins that we have in front, which helps to raise money for our school by recycling paper. And so twice a week, these students collected paper from all through the school. Every room saved, paper to be recycled, and they collected it. And under Mrs. Duncan's supervision, took it out to the bins. So they had to give up part of their recess every day after they collected this. So we want to give them a special recognition. Sean Ferguson, Josh Edson, Jared Austin, Tanner Garrett-Foss, Madison Huntley, Solomon Helms. All right, next we want to recognize students who did outstanding work in math. And boy, that was a tough one this year too. To do outstanding work in math. Brian Taylor. Josie Lynn. Elena Trent.
Tanner Garrett-Foss. And Jared Austin. Okay, next we'll be recognizing students for outstanding achievement in science. Jared Austin. Tanner Garitas. Nicholas Holmes. Tiffany Miller. And Heidi Silver.
Jay Davis. Josh Edson. Elena Trent. Brian Taylor. Next, we want to recognize students who've done outstanding work in health sciences. Josie Lynn. Brian Taylor. Elena Trent.
Also, Jared Austin. Tanner Garitas. Ray Lumbert. Bradley Martin. Heidi Silver.
Go, Heidi, go!
Okay, next we're going to call up Mrs. Gerard. There she is. Mrs. Gerard works all year long with your students to help them become better physically fit. And so she has some special awards to present to fifth graders.
I'd like to start out by thanking all of you. I know that if kids are willing to do a lot of exercise and are active, it is because of the lifestyle that they have at your home. If you're active, your kids are usually active. And I'd like to thank you. It makes my job much easier if they're not couch potatoes. So I'd like to thank you for raising them to be the kind of people that they are and enjoying to do physical activity. In Mrs. Riley's class, the national fitness winners, which are in the top 50 percentile of all the students across the nation their age. These awards go to Sean Ferguson, Drew Fields, Levi Lamar, Josie Lynn, Jayden Scholl, Riley Smith, and Brian Taylor. In Mrs. Smith's class, the national awards go to Jared Austin, and Heidi Silver. Now you need to understand, I had to take 5 different tests, and it's on strength, endurance, flexibility, and a lot of people make it in 3 of the 5 or 4 of the 5, but to get all 5, it's really, really hard because usually people that are really strong are not real flexible, and they really have to work extra hard on those things. People that are really fast runners are usually not really good long distance runners, and they have to be good at both. So a lot of the people, I sent home forms in the report card that tell you what they did in each of the categories, and you'll see that a lot of your students may have missed by only one thing. So all of these students are to be really, we should be really proud of them because they all were very, very close and they didn't receive it. We have 1 presidential award in the 5th grade this year, And that's for the top 85th percentile. Not very many people get this at all. And I'm proud to give this to Tanner Kierton. Okay, all of them. Now, we have one other award that sort of has to do with our physical education program. We have a Morgan County playground program. And all the schools in Morgan County, during their recess time or other free time, the students have a choice of walking or running to earn miles. When they earn miles, their names go in drawing for weekly prizes, and at the end, they're put in for a weekly drawing for a final drawing for a bicycle. And obviously, the more they run or walk, the more cars they get in that drawing. And our drawing this year goes to Tanner. And it's so funny because when I was bringing the bike down the hall, Tanner was like, oh my gosh, that needs to be mine. And I thought, okay, buddy, it is.
Tanner was out there every day, every day. Some students would do it just occasionally, but Tanner was one of the students that every day did the running, and so he had his name in many times, and so we're proud of him for having his name drawn. We're going to continue our awards now with some social studies awards.
All right, Jared Austin.
No.
Andrew Harris. And Heidi Silver.
Jay Davis. Josie Lynn. Brian Taylor.
All right, next up is our Citizenship Award, and this was not easy. This, as Mrs. Wagner was saying, this is a group of students that really likes to help, and they like to help out and do things not just for the teacher in the classroom, but around the building as well. But we had to narrow it down. So for Citizenship, Outstanding Achievement in Citizenship, Heidi Silver and Natalie Cisco.
Jayden Scholl. Josh Edson. Josie Lynn. Riley Smith. Brittany Sweet. Madison Chapman. And Callie Blondell.
We also have some certificates for some students who participated in what's called an enrichment program. And they ended their program by presenting their projects at West Middle School, which was a great program. And so we would like to recognize them and give them a special certificate. Jay Davis, Lainey Trent, Josie Lynn, Tanner Veritas, Brad Martin, and Heidi Silver. Congratulations.
Okay, next, we want to recognize those students who have had achieved AV honor roll 3 out of the 4 9-week periods this year. And, you know, okay, certificate and a t-shirt, Brian Taylor. Jay Davis.
Jared Austin. Tanner Veritas. Heidi Silver.
We have 2 academic teams. One is academic math bowl and one is academic spell bowl. And we're going to start with the spell bowl team. And the spell bowl team was coached by Mrs. Rollins and Mrs. Wessler. And so these students had to stay after school learning new words and then went to the competition. In the competition, they actually go up and sit and have to spell out the word. They write out the word. And so we want to recognize these students. Tanner Veritas. Tiffany Miller. Heidi Silver. Jay Davis. Josie Lynn. Drew Fields. And Jayden Cho. Congratulations.
Oh, he's already doing this double next year.
Our math bowl team,
He's checking out the
I
list
am
the
really
other
proud of
night.
them. Actually, I'm very proud of them. Very excited. And as was everybody, all the students were very excited the next day when we got to announce that they won the regional competition a few days later, 13th in the state. Go Wolves, go. So we want to congratulate these students. Heidi Silver, Tanner Veritas, Jared Austin, Lainey Trent, Josie Lynn, Jay Davis, Madison Chapman. And they were very excited that night as well. Let's give them a round of applause.
Next, we want to recognize students who have put out exceptional effort, and that's kind of hard to do, kind of like what Mrs. was saying earlier about citizenship, because in order to do well in anything, you all out there, you have to put some effort into it. But we feel that these students did an exceptional job, really, really cared very much, and did their best and showed it. So, Jayden Scholl, Josh Gibson, Madison Chapman, and Ryan Taylor.
Jared Austin. Michaela Chilcote. Natalie Cisco. Heidi Silver. All right, our next award is for outstanding improvement. These are students that have improved their grades over the year, throughout the year. Solomon Nelms. And Noah Klein.
And I want to add that when I look at this, I always think about not just the grades, but in their entire character, how they matured over the year. And so I have two students I want to recognize, Josh Edson and Sean Stanley, who is here tonight.
Okay, our next award, I'm going to give out with one stipulation. They have to be at school tomorrow and Monday. Because these are the attendance awards. So they can't be late, and they can't leave early, and they have to be there. I'm going to start with a couple of students who have a little gold seal on their attendance award. It's not easy to get an attendance award, but good school attendance is very, very important. Gabe Middleton, Drew Fields, Jake Davis, Tiffany Miller, Brandon Humbert, Nate Holmes, Tanner Garretthouse. Congratulations. We have a special slide presentation before we hand out the final certificates. So again, if you watch right up here, you're going to see some really fun
I'm
pictures
not
of
gonna
your
try to
children.
see Jayden because I gotta serve cake. This is a little card for him. Okay. Okay. All right. If I see him, great, but I've gotta serve cake. Okay.
You understand, they mean a great deal to us, and we'll be checking on all of them as they go on in the future. And we come to a part of our program where we are going to pass out our certificates of promotion.
I know you're all thrilled with this, but we would like you to hold your applause until we finish each class, and then we'll have a moment. First row, please stand. Callie Ray Blondell. Madison Marie Chapman. Jordan Thomas Cook. Jay Mackenzie Davis. Joshua James Edson. Sean James Ferguson. First row may be seated, second row please stand. Andrew Brian Fields. Jacob Ryan Kitchens. Levi Samuel Lamar. Josie Luann Lynn. Gabriel Nicholas Middleton. Jayden Avery Scholl. Riley Michelle Smith. Brittany Nicole Sweet. Second row may be seated. Last row, please stand. Brian David Taylor. Elena Lenore Shaw Trent. Last row may be seated.
Okay, now for Mrs. Smith's class. Jared Christopher Joseph Austin. First row, please stand up. Jared Christopher Joseph Austin. Michaela Lynn Chilcote. Noah Allen Klein. Ty Joseph Conley. William Samuel Earhart. Olivia K. Gibson. Haley Brianna Marilyn Gibson. First row may sit down. Second row, stand up please. Haley Brianna Marilyn Gibson. Tanner Carl Veritas. Callie Louise Harris. Nicholas Allen Lee Holmes. Madison Kathleen Huntley. Braden Paul Lumbert. Second row may be seated. Last row, stand up, please. Bradley Dwight Martin. Tiffany Renee Miller. Solomon Wesley Nelms. Jayden William Knuckles. Dalton Jesse Lee Riddle. Natalie Mackenzie Cisco. And Heidi Nicole Silver.
Okay. Now, I just want to say to you, thank you. Thank you for sharing your children with us because we really enjoyed it. And I told the students to remind me, and one of them did when he came up to get a certificate. There's cake and punch at the back. So thank you again, and I hope all of you enjoyed it. And thank you for sharing your kids with us all these years.